How are you doing today, lads and lasses? And welcome back to my channel for another video. So, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Facebook, or even Twitter, then you already know which box I'm opening today, and you already have an idea of what's going to be inside that box. So, let's get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. So as always, knife safety, make sure your blade is sharp, it's well maintained, and cut away from yourself. Alright, side 1. Let's get to side 2. And when you're opening these, they put those little cards on the top, and if you've watched my previous videos, you know, so be careful with your knife cutting through the top, because it's very easy to put a little too much downward pressure. I mean, it's just simple cardstock, but apparently some folks collect those. Go figure. Okay, and we are through. So, let's see what we've got in here. So, we've got a new card, and packaging, and patches are right on top. Now, unfortunately, I only had a small number of the I didn't have very much time to access the pre-order. I had already, so I ended up missing 2 of them. So these are some of the girls from Infinite Stratos. Season 1 is very good. Season 2, not really, at least not in my opinion. So first up, we've got, if I can get it out, Charlotte Dunois, as the patch said, the only pilot of the Rafale Revive Custom 2. So she's a French pilot, and these are made by Cospa. So these are the same very nice high quality as the other patches I've gotten in the past from them for Idolmaster. You can see it's got the loop backer that comes with it to protect the Velcro. It's also Velcro back, it's sewn on, and a very nice, smooth feeling, high detail, mirrored border, very nice. If you don't know much about the show, Charlotte starts out as Charles, and she starts out, everyone thinks she's a boy. They think she's the second pilot of the IS. So she's actually a fellow. And of course, hijinks ensue when she's put in the room with the only other male pilot. I can't think of his name right now. So, we'll take a close-up of that and get the next one out. Okay, next up on the list, we've got Cecilia Alcott, who pilots Blue Tears, and she straight up just wants Itsuki, I believe that's his name. You know, I'm gonna Google it real quick. Ichika. Alright, so she straight up wants to jump Ichika's bonds, alright? At first, she doesn't think very much of him, and then he wins a fight against her, a battle with her, and she just straight up wants to jump his bones after that. And of course, he's just a dense son of a gun. He does not get what she's saying. I've actually got the meme for that. And on to the last of these 3 that I got today. Okay, so last up we've got Laura Baldwig, and she comes in not liking HK as well, because she really looks up to his older sister, and she blames him for her loss in some kind of contest, and she ends up, after he uh, saves her from the system on her mecha, she ends up falling in love with him too, and she says that he is her wife. Yeah. So, as you can see, those are the 3 morale patches that I was able to get on this pre-order. There were 2 more that I missed. The first one was Hoki, that's Ichika's childhood friend, and Ling Yin, his middle school friend, and she's a Chinese pilot. So those are 3 of the 4 items in today's video. Let's move on to the 4th item. You can see it in there. It is a Figma, so it's a Miki Hoshi to go along with the Hibiki Figma I've got an unboxing video on that one. So let's get to it and see what's in here. Alright, and welcome back from the cut. Okay, so the box was fighting me on getting it out. So, contents of this looks to be very similar to what came with the Hibiki Figma. So, right off the bat, in the bottom of the package, you've got the stand here along with some segments. So, we'll open this up. Alright, so we've got the stand here, and you've also got this little bit and of course it goes around the edge right here, so it'll stand up well. The stand, it'll sit even. You've got this little bit right here. You can take one of these off, you put this on, and you can link the bases together. So if you've got multiple Figmas, you can put them together. So that's really cool. You can have them all side by side. If you manage to get all 13, then you can have the whole concert going on. And then let's see. Open this up without sending everything flying all over the place, hopefully. Okay, mission success. So down here in the bottom, you've got a Figma bag, and it's got the spot here. You can write the name of what's in there. Ziploc bag, so you can put the small parts in it once you open everything up, so you don't lose everything. You've got 4 pairs of hands, along with a separate hand down here where she's pointing on the left hand. You've got an extra joint of some sort, a wrist joint. I suppose it's it's not so much. Oh yeah, it does pivot. And then you've got this base right here and the pivot arm, and so the pivot arm along with this elbow goes in her back, and you can use this to stand her up without the stand that you see here. Instructions that I cannot read. Inventory of what comes with it. A light. Which is interesting about this is the fact that this little tab comes pre-installed on the bottom of it. On the Hibiki Figma, it came separately. Same as this speaker here. You can see it's got the tab on the bottom. On the Hibiki, they're removable and you have to put them in yourself. This one, it feels like it's permanently attached, so there is a difference there. Next up, we've got a couple of spare faces. Oh, you've got her smiling, happy face, and a sad face, closed eyes. She's frowning a bit. And there's the microphone. And lastly, you've got the Figma herself. Comes wrapped in the standard plastic. Goes behind the hair. Under the jacket, what are they doing here? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay. So, you've actually got to take her leg off to get that one piece of plastic. There is a scary sight. One-legged idol. And these are snug fitting parts. It's not going to fall apart on you. And how do you come off? Are you some kind of... Oh, that's... There is another piece of plastic. You're going to have to split her torso in half. That's ridiculous. I could pull it out of there, but I don't feel like tearing the plastic off. Alright, so lesson learned. If you do have one of these on order, or you buy one or anything like that, do yourself a favor and cut the piece of plastic in her torso off, alright? So I was able to successfully pull the torso apart, and they use a ball stud in there to attach the lower torso to the upper torso. So to get it reattached, I had to take her bangs off, take her face off, take the whole head, neck pivot out, and to reattach it. And then I found that there was plastic around the boots too. These weren't too bad because they're like the legs, and the rest they're just simple studs right there. But for the waist or the torso plastic, just do yourself a favor and cut it off or tear it off, alright? That's all I've got to say on that one. So, there we go. Oh, and while I was at it, I went ahead and changed her face from the winking one. So anyways, that's today's drop. We've got 3 patches from Infinite Stratos and the Miki Figma, all ordered from amiami.com. I'll put a link in the description down below. Also, stay tuned. Next Friday, same time as today, I'm going to have another video coming out detailing, that's right, the my religion patch. I've got them in hand. They're going to be dropping the same time the video goes live, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. If you don't like morale patches, but you do like my videos, and you want to help support me, go to my Patreon and just throw in $1 or $2. I really appreciate it. On topic of that, thank you to all my Patreon supporters. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be using the money to buy a patch to review, and then I'm going to be giving it away. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, and remember, cut towards your buddy, not your idol. You'll have a great weekend.